Okay, this is chapter 5, part 2, and we are on the top of page 66. Wait, sorry, just kidding, we're on top of page 67. You think he has lost the tiger's nature? Yes. No, I don't know. I just know I want him not to wear those things. Julius looked at her for some time, longer than he should have. She held his eyes with the steady look of command that she'd been born to. Very well, I must show you. Watch, he said. He lay on his stomach, facing Boots, and began to growl softly in his throat, staring straight into the tiger's golden eyes. The tiger stared back for a moment, then he dropped his eyes and backed away on his belly. You see, even when you're saying bad things to him, he doesn't want to hurt you, said Aurelia triumphantly. But Julius just went on snarling softly, edging forward after the retreating tiger, his eyes fastened to him, the growling getting louder. Suddenly Marcus and Aurelia heard something neither expected, an answering growl, an angry rumbling deep in Boots's chest. They saw his lips wrinkle and curl away from his teeth, which, even without his fangs, were still formidable. They saw the fur on his shoulders rise, his hindquarters begin to lift from the ground, and the tip of his long tail begin to twitch like a thing with its own life. Julius, don't! But it was too late. Boots was remembering himself. Instinct, deeper than memory, taught him to recognize challenge and threat. Before Julius could jump upright and dominate the animal, the tiger had leaped on him and sunk his teeth into Julius's shoulder. Boots! Aurelia tried to scream, but her voice came out in a squeak. She was on her feet in an instant, and without a moment's hesitation, grabbed the jeweled collar and threw her full weight backward. The tiger and the man were writhing in the marble floor. Julius had his arms up against the tiger's throat. There was blood. Marcus sat as one paralyzed. Marcus, help me, help me! Marcus came to himself, jumped up, and grasped not the collar but Aurelia's waist. Together they dragged on Boots's throat till he felt his air cut off, felt himself choking. The tiger let go. Julius rolled over and over to get away from those teeth, leaving a trail of blood across the white marble. Aurelia clung to the collar with both small hands, terrified to let go. Marcus clung to her, his face hidden against her back. Julius, are you all right? He sat up, clutching his shoulder. He shook his head sharply to clear it out of the numbness of shock and pain, and then, glancing around, saw what was happening. In 2 seconds he was on his feet at the tiger's side. One touch, one masterful word from him in an upright position, and Boots was cowed. He crouched down, fearful and subdued. Aurelia slowly unclenched her hands. The jewels that studded the leather collar were imprinted whitely in her palms. Her eyes were on Julius, who was calmly applying the apron of antelope skin he wore over his tunic to his injured shoulder and pressing hard. Aurelia shakily clapped her hands to summon a serving maid. Fetch a surgeon at once, she said. The girl looked at the blood on the floor and gasped. She was about to run on her errand when Aurelia stopped her. As if it were a scene in a play, she had a sudden foreimage of what might happen. Wait, come here. The girl crept a few steps closer. I do not want my parents to know of this. Do you understand? When you fetch the surgeon, order him to tell no one. The girl hesitated. It could cost her dearly to keep secrets from her master. Julius very well understood this and dared to intervene. Princess, it will be better if you don't send for anyone. The wounds are not deep. See, the bleeding is stopping. I'll get it attended to by my mother. She has some skill in medicine. He raised his eyes to her face. Believe me, if you want to keep the tiger, it will be better. Aurelia was staring at Boots. She was seeing him as she had never seen him. Julius was right. He could be dangerous. Did she want to keep him? Did she? Go, she said to the girl. Fetch no one. Say nothing. Bring water to wash the floor. The girl vanished. Aurelia went close to Julius, closer than she had ever been. She could smell his skin, could see the wounds on his shoulder up close. For a moment she felt them in her own flesh. Let me bind it for you till you get home, she said softly. He was helpless to refuse her. She made him sit down on the rim of the pool, tore a strip from the loose part of the top of his tunic, and clumsily but carefully bound up the bite. He stared over her head, his teeth clenched, but not because of the pain. Her closeness was so distracting that he felt no pain at all. He felt the tickle of her hair under his chin as she worked. He smelled the scent of it and closed his eyes tightly. Let me feel the pain, any pain, but not this pain. The thought forced itself through his fear-filled brain. Marcus watched with narrowed eyes. He had once watched his mother attend to a bee sting on his father's neck. Just so had she bent over him, while his father sat very still, very aware, his mother tenderly and carefully pressing the sting out and asking if she were causing him more hurt. Marcus had grown up recognizing the signs of love. He saw them now. If Caesar had so much of an inkling of this, a raging tiger would be less dangerous then. Dun dun dun.